Buddy, just Mongrel. Today we're doing a figure review on Kyewi, I think it's how you pronounce it. This was a S.H Figuarts premium Bandai exclusive figure. So the only way to get this was to pre-order this off of Premium Bandai. Now this figure is cheap. I guess it's about $60. Now if you don't know who Kyewi is, he was in one episode of Dragon Ball, and existed only to be murdered by Vegeta. He was in the early Namek saga, and he is extremely forgettable. But the only reason why he is rememberable is because he is killed by Vegeta using dirty fireworks. I'm not sure what the Japanese name is for that move, but it's the only time he's ever used that move. The box art is this, pretty standard. He does come with 2 Vegeta pieces, which is cool. So you can recreate some of the his death pose if you wanted, where he gets fucking blown up by Vegeta. Getting into the figure, I quite like the colors. The colors of his flesh, the boots, the armor, everything looks really nice. I like how there's a shine to some of the armor. Neck. His head kind of comes off like that. They all have this little peg that just kind of slides in. It's an alright design. It's not my favorite, but it is easy just to swap the heads. There's only 1 or 2 that I have issues with. Of course, he has movement at the base and the top of the neck, of course. As well as some of the heads have, you can move the whiskers if you wanted, which is really weird. Arms are actually pretty good. They're actually on a butterfly joint, which I like. These are on just a hinge, which is fine. I know that the new premium Bandai Vegeta is a little different in the fact that I think it's on a ball joint at the back. But it's a fine thing regardless. Elbows go about that far. There's, of course, a swivel up there. And, of course, classic ball joints on the ends of them. Ab crunch goes about that far back. You can't really see the gap in there, which is cool. It's also a darker color as well. These hip pads are on a hinge. About that far. Of course, he has that thigh swivel, which is fine. Gets pretty good knee bendage. Toe hinge. Ankle pivot. That's pretty much it. As for articulation, it's pretty much it. For accessories, he comes with a pretty interesting stuff, in my opinion. Of course, we have his neutral head, which is just him smiling. As well as a frightened, I guess you want to call it, head. He comes with a surprised head. A, whatever the fuck that is head. And my favorite, which is the reason why I bought this, is him being exploded by Vegeta. Which looks really fucking weird. So one of the things that you could do with this figure is that some of his heads have this earpiece that you can pop off. Not all the heads. That head and this one. These are the only 2 heads that have it. Or you can take his head off, and you can pop his ear off, which is kind of difficult. It's really tiny, so you don't want to lose it. And he comes with 2 scouters, actually. They're identical. And you can pop it in where the ear goes. Just like so. And then he has a scouter. Which is neat. I like that. It's actually a really good feature. I think the new Vegeta actually has it as well. For accessories, of course, we already went over the scouter. It comes with 2 fists. Nothing crazy there. Comes with 2 open palm hands. Pretty standard. And two grippy hands, again, pretty standard. There's nothing really crazy about the hands here. But in terms of stuff for Vegeta, he comes with the hands for Dirty Fireworks, which you can also use on this figure as well. It's a little difficult to push in. I just think that just might be this hand in particular. And the Vegeta head, which is the one he uses Dirty Fireworks, I believe. I actually am waiting on this Vegeta to arrive, but you can actually take his ear off, and I think... And I dropped it. Wonderful. So unfortunately, the one for the new Vegeta uses a different peg than the Scouter for Kyewi, I think it's how you say it. So that's a little unfortunate. I will be getting this figure soon. I've already ordered it through eBay or something like that. So I'll be getting it soon and doing a review on that. Of course, I'll be using the Kyewi parts for it. Things I like, I think the heads are really good. They look very expressive. I like this one the most. It was actually the reason why I bought this. But I do really like what they're doing now with the new Namek heads. They're very expressive for a bunch of different characters, like the Vegeta, the new Goku. They're just doing a really good job with how they look, in my opinion. They look a lot like the anime, which I like. Accessories are fine. Like, he doesn't come with many hands. I feel like he could have benefited from, like, something else. I think he also came with, like, a Dragon Ball, maybe? I think. He's an alright figure. Articulation's fine. Accessories are fine. To be honest with you, to rate this figure, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5. It's not bad, it's just the lack of accessories that really makes this not worth it too much, in my opinion. It's also a random ass character that like nobody remembers either. I had to Google who this was when I first saw this announcement for the pre-order. Again, it's not a bad figure per se. It's just a lack of accessories just doesn't justify $60 in my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave a like or whatever. Let me know what you think about this figure if you did happen to get it. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeet.